Hey bottom pushers, my name is Nick and welcome to Runo. Now, Runo is the story about forgotten pasts and mysteries, and it takes place in rural Finland. So you are on your way to an old family cottage in the middle of the woods, and there's a lot of lore and mythology behind this, and I'm not entirely sure what to expect. It looks like a walking sim to an extent, but with a bit of exploration thrown in. I'm not entirely sure, but it does look very cool. So we're just going to go for it. And we will soon find out. No one has been to the family cottage since Grandma passed away. After everything that's happened. Perhaps coming here is a fresh start. Mayhaps. Boss! Man, that went quick. Oh, yes, I got a Nokia from Dad. Happy Midsummer. Remember to take the right at the junction. I know, Dad. I've been here before. Thanks. Where are you and Mum again? It's been years since I've last visited the cottage, but it's not like I'd forget. Thanks. Where are you and Mum again? Let's converse. Oh, wow. That's pretty. I mean, it's been a while since I've had a Nokia. I don't remember my Nokia 3310 having a camera. But if it did, I would have taken pictures of that quality at all times. I remember when we walked this road, Grandma and I. Old Cottage Road. Many Finns have a strong emotional connection with the road that leads to their cottage, often linked to pleasant childhood memories and summer holidays spent away from the mundane. The Cottage Road signals the beginning of relaxation. I remember when I last walked this dirt road. From here, I would run barefoot straight into the lake. I'm too old now. I've wanted to come here for so long. Something has kept me away. Hearing the birds and the wind in the trees makes me hopeful. Slowly, I feel my shoulders falling back. Still, the ache in my chest lingers. I can almost see the cottage. God damn. I mean, that's what... Oh, it's Grandpa's! Rusting away, like my life. Man, it sounds like I really need this break. Oh, this is so cool. This is such a pretty game as well. Yeah, I'm assuming I'm heading in the right direction. Ah, I should have tried to take a picture of it, see how that came out. Yeah, I'm really impressed with the look of this, and I love the ambient noises as well. It's just all good. Keep an eye out for Grandma's journal. We couldn't find it last fall, but no sweat if you don't find it. She had a knack for hiding stuff. Of course, I hope I find it sooner or later. It'll turn up eventually. Relax, Dad. I need to reach the cottage first. Yeah, of course. Hope I find it sooner or later. I have no reason to be snarky with them. When Grandma passed away, it shook something in me. I needed to be here tonight. The old sauna. Makes me wonder. The Finnish sauna is a small house or room for bathing and enjoying the warmth and steam emitting from a stove. Traditional sauna is heated up by wood, but nowadays town apartments use electricity. A good temperature for the sauna is approximately 70 to 90 degrees Celsius. Inside the sauna, water from a bucket or kiulu is thrown on hot stones. The modern Finnish sauna dates back hundreds of years, and the oldest form of Finnish saunas, covered earth pits, dates the Bronze Age. As a centre for socialising and health benefits, the sauna has many important functions as well as folk tales to share. Sometimes it was believed that small gnomes lived in saunas or other houses. Gnomes took care of buildings and belongings, but if they were left ungratified, gnomes would do their mischief. If you hear banging from the stove, it's the sauna gnome saying hello. The old sauna. It makes me think about how important it's been. Grandma was born in a sauna. I guess not this one, but back in rural Finnish Karjala, where saunas were central to people's lives. As a young girl, she moved to central Finland and later met Grandpa in the same village where they lived. Maybe it was love at first sight, huh? What would I know of that? I'm always left with the short end of the stick. I should heat up the sauna soon. Some peace and quiet is what I need. This is the only place where I can hear my thoughts. Gnome? Sauna gnomes. Okay, let's actually go to the cottage first. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. It's locked. Where's the key again? Damn, not under the doormat. Only junk here. Ooh, cottage area map. Hey, Cousin Tauno's old drawing of the area still exists. Okay, that doesn't really help me. Flower. Inside the flower pot? No. Okay, let's just go have a little look around it here. See if it could be toppled away in the outhouse. It's just kind of gross, but... A small shed for our business. Whoa, creepy. That is a little creepy. Ah, I forgot to tell you. The keys are still in the usual place. Alright, hidden in a pile of logs. Nice. I'd rather not. It's for the best. But which pile of logs? There's so many piles of logs. Aha! Donk. There we go. Time to go inside and take a nap. And I'm not going to put the logs back because I'm a grown-up now. And I'm here by myself. I can do what I want. Why did that make me jump? Finally. Here. Some peace and quiet. Finally. The last few weeks of Serpa's sofa really got the best of me. I'm lucky to have a family that cares, even if they drive me mad. When the whole family was here, only a handful of us had room to sleep inside. We kids were appointed tents, spending the entire night fighting off mosquitoes. Honestly, that might have been the best time of my life. Those carefree summers, listening to the humming night forest, rattling of the tent fabric and sharing whispers and giggles with my cousins. Sometimes, my cousins would tell ghost stories, and then everyone would lay stone cold awake inside their sleeping bags. I was going to take you here and recount the most gruesome stories to you. I know you would have liked that. I didn't actually read the outhouse one. I remember when my small hands could hardly reach the cottage front door handle, pushing the creaky door open and smelling the fresh night air. I always felt like someone was watching me on the gloomy pathway to the outhouse. If the moonlight was just right, the blueberry bushes and the ferns swaying in the night breeze would reveal a small, sparkling gaze with their roots. It would disappear as soon as you turned your head towards it. Never be afraid of the forest, Grandma said. I imagined the pine and birch trees growing a protective canopy over me, and I, the brave explorer, would dive into the silent summer nights. The odd engraving of the outhouse door looked scary, but felt protective. As a child, I imagined that if I could reach the outhouse from the cottage fast enough, the darkness wouldn't catch me. I wish I could do the same now. So, I said I wanted to bring someone here. Have I been in a relationship that's recently gone to crap? Or I lost someone in a more tragic way? Welcome, traveller. You're finally awake. This was unexpected. Whoa. We need you down here. Darkness has taken root. What do you mean? We need you to come back. Make haste. Come back where? Follow me to Alanan, the realm of dreams, beneath worlds. What's there? Dark roots are taking over. Take the sapling down before it's too late. Roots? What do you mean? Darkness is covering all ground and reaching for the skies. It must be stopped. You have the strength of Vaki. You are more powerful than you dare to remember. I feel like I don't know myself anymore. I am waiting for you underneath it all. You will know what to do when the time comes. Okay, well this is taking a turn. Please come back. I'm sure we can work it out. I miss you. Don't spend Midsummer alone. Please don't make it any harder than it is. A photo of this first snow from many winters ago. We made a snow lantern to keep the darkness out, as Grandma put it. Nothing beats old-fashioned Finnish Schlager. This image on the rug. A long tufted tapestry dating back as far as the Viking times. The ornamented textile style is unique to Finnish tradition and later as revived folk art. Still hanging. When I was little, the images on this rug fueled my imagination in the night. No wonder, as they were the source of Grandma's bedtime stories. Of times that were and times never passed, as she would introduce them. It was important to her to tell the same tales over and over again, which I wouldn't really understand. The same themes about the lake, the birds, and midsummer nights would always be present. As I grew older, I gradually lost interest in her stories. As is the way. Why is this still here? Cantalay, the 2,000-year-old wooden string instrument, is known all around the Baltic Sea area. In the Finnish national epic Kalevala, the hero Vainamoinen makes a cantalay out of the jawbones of a northern pike. Their initials are still visible on the wooden sideboard. I guess no one dared take the instrument back to the city before the winter came. After Grandpa passed away, Grandma played by the lake at dusk. As she played, there would be no echo on the lake. Everything stood still, silently listening. Come to think of it, even the wind had calmed in the treetops. I remember slowly walking to the porch and leaning against the beams listening to her. I could hear a soundless cry as she sat at the end of the pier. Oh, that's really sad. There we go. Calendar set to Johannes. Midsummer is the astronomical middle of the year, close to the summer solstice. The festivities in Finland include spending time with friends and family, burning bonfires, or building a maypole in the archipelago area. Midsummer jubilees originate from folk beliefs of commemorating the deity of weather Ukko. The fest was to ensure fertility and good crops for the coming year. Later, Christianity placed the birthday of John the Baptist on the date, from which Johannes, the Finnish word of midsummer, originates. No one has been here since last fall. No wonder the place is a bit dusty. It's understandable that Dad and Aunt Serpa didn't want to come here on this day. Midsummer's Eve was special to Grandma. She decorated the front door with young birch trees on each side. She would oversee the tidying of the cottage, delegating tasks to us grandkids. We would of course start goofing around as soon as she turned her back. Later in the evening, while the grown-ups were enjoying dinner, we kids would play the wooden block game and try to beat Grandpa's high score. You could sense the smell of fresh new potatoes, butter and dill, herring and spirits coming from the cottage. To us kids, Midsummer Night was also magical. We would sometimes attempt casting spells. Pick 7 flowers and place them under your pillow, and you will dream of your future partner, Mum explained. Nowadays, Midsummer means spending the night with loved ones. We were planning to be here tonight, together, but it's better this way. Who? I'm guessing my partner. We've broken up for whatever reason. Okay. Ooh. We're tasting herring and spirits. Hey, remember to heat up the sauna? Yes. Of course. I'll get the red bucket. Yeah. He's right. Time to get the wood and fill up the water bucket. Okay, so what do we need to do here? So, fill up the water bucket. That's not what I meant to do. Logs, and then fire. Fill bucket. My cousin often told a tale about a woman in the lake who lured children to their doom. Seems so stupid now. So can we take a second to appreciate the water droplets on the side of this bucket? Let's place the bucket there. Okay, let's go get some wood. I reckon one bundle will probably be enough. Cool. Now let's put some wood. I've just done that. I bet you can't beat my record on the wooden block game. Next time we duel. I remember Grandpa making it years ago. I think I saw it on the porch. Game on. I'm not going to turn my phone off. I remember Grandpa making it years ago. But first, I'm going to enjoy the swarm. If you will excuse me. Sorry for spamming. You just enjoy yourself. I missed my dad as a boy, even when he was around. No one was the same after the war. Grandpa did his best. All I need is to be with my own thoughts. Thanks for your support, Dad. You just keep yourself hydrated with water, Dad. Thanks for the support. Okay, I can't do anything with the sauna. That's fine. Thought maybe I could ladle some water onto it, but no, that's fine. Aha, wooden block game. Time to beat my high score. Okay, please tell me how this game works, because I do not. Pick up stick. Strike. I don't. This is just bowling. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, look at that. The new stove heats the sauna up fast. I bet it's ready. I burned my toe on the old one as a kid. Grandma put a resin wrap around it, remember? Nailed it. The game is a classic Finnish summer pastime. Players throw a stick towards wooden blocks placed in a triangle and try to hit as many blocks as one can, or hit just the block with the highest number written. The player with the most points wins. I used to love this game, but no one could beat Grandpa's high score. Guess he added some embellishment to his points every year, just like his fishing stories. I better try playing while I'm waiting for the sauna to heat up. Despite Grandpa being a caring man, he taught tough love. His generation went through changes we can't even imagine now. War times, societal depressions, and the changing world. He and Grandma built their home and family from scratch. Though the cottage had always been there, Grandma once mentions that ever since Grandpa visited her family's summer place for the first time, nothing could keep him away. Grandpa sometimes joked about his old ball and chain, though not referring to Grandma, but his attachment to the cottage. He used to walk around with a handheld puko knife on his belt with a fierce face, like he was ready to take on any threat coming from the lake or forest. Taming nature, he said, when asked about the puko. I heard that during his last years, Grandpa became more and more convinced that something was seriously after him at the cottage. In the end, Dad and Aunt Sirpa had to find him a more suitable facility. He lasted a few months, then we had the funeral. Grandma wasn't the same afterwards. Oh, that's really sad. Oh, let's go get my sauna on. Oh, yes. Beer and sauna, baby. Keep thinking about that bird from the tree. Beer. Water. Beer. I used to visit my dreams as a kid all the time. This is so goddamn beautiful. And bit. That's the stuff. Sploosh. Visiting the cottage is certainly stirring up some old memories. Blech. Stove. Bit. Stove. It's a good system. It's a great system, in fact. Oh god. Oh, I'm sorry, Flowerpot. Chug, chug, chug. Remember, this is a magical night. Here's a Midsummer Night spell. Run around the cottage naked 7 times and you will find love again. Might as well try, thanks. On my way, there goes my tail. Too superstitious, Dad. Even if you found Mum that way. On my way, there goes my tail. Better give it a try. I could use a little magic. Wow, okay, I'm actually doing this. Good. Okay. Tailnose bicycle. I hope she's having a good time with Dad and Sierpa. I haven't seen them in ages. Ooh. I must have had a few beers too many. Bird! Magical bird, come back to me! Where's that weird bird going? I don't know, but I'm going to follow it. Feeling a bit drunk. Should I be taking the boat? Nah, what's the worst that could happen? I'm sure this is going to be fine. Ooh, okay. That's curious. Mysterious rock painting. Definitely haven't seen this here before. What the f... Whoa. Oh. Oh, God. Okay. That doesn't seem like a good thing. Give me back my phone. Oh. What just happened? Where am I? I need to get to dry land. Whoa. Okay. So whatever that is, I need to avoid it. That definitely did not seem like a good thing. Okay, quick. Cantalay. What's this doing here? It's broken. Ooh. Okay. Okay then. My god, this is cool. This is so cool. I want to know what that thing is. Okay, and there. I should be able to get water. No. Well, I did that wrong. Right, let's try this again, shall we? Okay, so one there, one there. No. Really? So there's a deep bit there. Okay, so it looks like this actually makes quite a large puddle clearing. So I can use that to my advantage. I just need to be more patient, just let it spread out. I'll put it there. Let it spread, then hopefully we'll be okay. No! The deepness! The deepness! How am I failing so hard at this? Oh my god! What am I doing wrong? Right, let's try this again. For the millionth time. Okay. I'm just going to create like little platforms and hop to them. That seems to work. Okay. That took a lot longer there than it should have done. What was that thing in the water? Water demon. Creature from folklore living in the waters. Sometimes portrayed as a beautiful woman that transforms into an ugly creature when approached. Naki is believed to snatch children and take them underwater. It is said that throwing rocks into the water and calling the creature will protect you from harm. My heart is racing. What was that thing? The sound in my ears is making my skin crawl. Those pale, thin hands. Inhuman. This place, that creature with its wet, flowing hair. Why does this all seem so familiar, yet foreign? I mean, clearly I'm going insane, but this scent, those sounds, this forest. I've been here before, haven't I? The mist here feels cold, just like the mist back at the cottage on the day I saved Cousin Tauno from drowning. He'd been lying under the pier for a while before I pulled him out. I was shaking. I managed to call for Grandma. She came running down to the rushes and cut her bare legs in the reeds. She grabbed onto my younger cousin and threw him on the ground. I remember falling beside her as I watched her trying to bring air back into his lungs. She held him tight and sang a melody I'd never heard before. He was fine the next day. All this time I thought it was just shock that made me see blood on Grandma's dress and claw marks on Tauno's arms. I'm not so sure anymore. Cantalay string. Huh. It just attached itself to the Cantalay. Is this the tree from my dream? It certainly seems like it. You do not belong here. I sense there is no Vaki in you. There must be a way to destroy this tree. I need to search this place for answers. Man, this is just escalating. The great oak is considered sacred in many traditions. In the Finnish epic Kalevala, a tree grows so enormous that it binds together the earth and sky. A humble man finally succeeds to chop the tree down, setting free the skies and thus finishing the creation of the world. In Finnish ancient folklore, the great oak is regarded as a connection between the sky and the earth, and its bark is durable like iron. The one who defeats the tree receives infinite luck in life, love, and magic. That canopy overshadows everything in sight. This is what the bird was talking about. I need to help. Maybe this Cantalay could work against the dark tree, but back when Grandma played it, the forest stood still. She controlled the trees, and I need to learn how to play. If I help out here, I may find a way back home, even though it feels weird even wanting to go back when you have no one waiting for you. I feel more lost than ever. What if I pluck the wrong strings and just make things worse? There's an entry for Cantalay strings that I didn't read. Whew, I made it across the water without getting pulled under, thanks to this instrument. A broken Cantalay that's missing most of its strings. It seems to have more power here. Whatever this place is, I wish I knew how to play it. In my hands, it's clearly out of tune and sounds a little weird. Nothing like when Grandma used to play. I wonder what it would sound like if I made it whole again. Maybe then it could be strong enough to get me out of here. Grandma could make the forest and lakes silent when she played. Surely that wasn't a coincidence. I have a feeling there are more strings to be found in this place. Yep, so yeah, give me some light. Oh wow, loads of strings. Like 7 strings, maybe. God damn. Well, let's go. The hunt for strings begins. Guide me, bird. Guide me. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'll go see what that's all about in a minute. Ooh. Ozumatar, mason of beer, maker of sati. Took beads of barley, heads of hops, blades of soft grass, poured... Oh no, I didn't read it quick enough. Poured floral nectars on top. So she placed all to boil, unfiltered golden brew, on the stone to seethe. Okay, so... And I'm assuming I need to do this. So, beads of barley, head of hops, blades of soft grass, floral nectar. Gotta make me some beer. Hello, Grandma. Is that you? There's no answer. Rude. Okay. What are you? Jar of nectar. Thank you very much. Whoa. Can I... Ah, there we go. Bring ingredients. Here's the nectar. I need to find 3 more. Cool. Is there anything in here first before I move on? I'm assuming no. Yeah. Okay. Follow the lights. The lights shall guide me. Oh, this certainly looks promising. Snowball. Good. This place reminds me of Grandma's old tales. What is that? I have some entries I haven't read. Alanen. Alanen is a place underneath our reality. Time and space do not matter. And as ancient forces echo and offer guidance in this space of eons, Alanen can teach us about the darker sides of ourselves and reveal hidden truths. I'm beginning to understand. They're coming back to me. Stories Grandma told. It's been ages. I thought I'd forgotten. Now the tales seem to have become reality. Tales about a world with strange hues in the night sky, mythical creatures and forests underneath, a place of wonders and terrors. She told us cousins that there's nothing to fear from our bedtime stories. Gloomy swamps are filled with lucky hidden treasures, and old dark cottages are reminders of warm homes and fond memories. Grandma said that Alanen was a frightful place, only for those who let it be one. You only face the terrors that your mind can conjure, she said. Damn it, how do I conjure myself out of here? Come to think of it, she was clearly preparing us for something. Oh, cupstone! A cupstone or sacrificial stone is a large stone or a part of a bigger rock that has several cup-shaped carved depths. These man-made formations are thought to be places of worship. People have placed grains or milk in the cups in exchange for luck or fruitful harvests. Sometimes cupstones are found near fields and crops. Rainwater gathered in cups was considered to have healing powers. Looks familiar. I've seen similar patterns on another stone at the cottage neighbour's field. We played around there as kids secretly, afraid of being spotted. I remember stroking the dents on the rock and coming to the conclusion that they must have been caused by dinosaurs' teeth. When I told Grandma, she sharply looked at me and told me not to mess with the stone. Being here brings up memories I thought I'd forgotten. One day, Grandma had errands with the neighbours. I snuck out in secret and zigzagged behind the tree trunks following her. As she reached the field, I hid behind some hay in a nearby ditch. She stepped in front of the stone and took a bottle of sati out of her woven basket. She held it against the sun and began to pour its contents on the stone, muttering words under her breath. It was not liquid pouring from the bottle. Small grey snakes with yellow temples crawled from the bottle mouth onto the stone cups. A boiling and hissing sound began to circle the stone. The snakes started to evaporate into steam. Grandma stood calmly as it faded away. Suddenly, she glanced over her shoulder in the direction I was sitting. Her eyes had a yellowish gleam, but as soon as she blinked, the same caring green eyes reappeared. She picked up her basket and began to make her way back to the cottage with a tiny smirk on her face. When I went to see the stone, the cups were empty. I feel a closeness towards this place, whether it's a memory or even something inherited. I'm not afraid. Grandma, you were into some weird occultist shiz. I mean, you weren't. It's not occultist at all, but you were into something. Blades of grass sprinkled. Where are the last 2? Very good question. There's something over here. Cool, right. Can I throw you down? Oh! Look at that. First try, baby. Jarro hops. I honestly thought that was going to take me a while. One more to go. What's the last thing I need? Beads of barley. Only beads of barley. I'm gonna head up here. Oh, barley. Barley, 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 barley. There be no barley up here. I can't even see anywhere else glowing. There's obviously a path I haven't gone down yet. Can I? Nope. Can't get back there. Okay. Okay. It's going to be like that, I see. Oh. Aha. Nice. Get over here, Jar. Okay. Thankfully that didn't take as long to find as I thought. I was imagining myself wandering around these woods for ages. That's the barley added. That's all of them. Oh. Okay. Oh, this drink. I feel more in tune with the Cantalay. Whoa. Okay. The bird spews lies. All is well here. I don't believe you, so I'm going to go this way. Hopefully I can use my Cantalay to put out this fire? Question mark? Flames feel familiar. Willow Wisps. Willow Wisps are usually eerie flickering lights on swamp surfaces when seen from far away. They're believed to glow near hidden treasures, especially around Midsummer's Eve. Some stories talk about mistreated children and their souls as the origin of Willow Wisps. Others say that it's just swamp gas. These terrifying sounds bring back a memory I've pushed aside. As a child, I had this recurring nightmare. In the dream, it's just after dark, and a flickering light catches my eye. I don't like these sounds. Despite all the warnings about going out alone at night, I feel a pull, a curiosity towards the shine coming from between the marsh and rocks. The forest is drawing me in. I push through the branches, ignoring how they scrape my shoulders. As I get closer to the light source, there's a deafening cry, like a child in agony. So piercing it makes me tear up. Small, tiny hands reach out from the now visible blue flames. Before I know it, the flames begin to latch onto me. I can't escape anymore. The icy burn spreads quickly, binding my limbs like flaming vines. I'm freezing and burning all at the same time. Suddenly, I hear the sound of Cantalay in the distance, and a gust of wind rushes into the flames, setting me free. A loud shriek, then silence. I fall to my side on the ground, tired and in shock. I look at the starry sky above me and see a bright bird flying over the dark treetops. Strangely, it makes me feel so safe that I don't even want to answer the worried calls coming from the cottage. I would always wake up on the bedroom floor. Right now, recalling this dream, it feels as tangible as a memory. Can't even tell what's real anymore. Grandpa's car? String? What are you doing here, Grandpa's car? String? We have 5 strings. Nice. Huh. Isn't this Grandpa's old car? That's Grandpa's old Beetle. Or like another version of it. Grandpa was always hammering away on it. This one looks totally busted, like he never worked on it at all. I don't even know when it all fell apart. I was like that car. Unfinished. Not knowing exactly what was missing in me. I'm beginning to remember bits and pieces of the past. The good and the bad. If only I could get out of here and fix how I left things with you. I do not like those noises. Okay. What is this sensation I'm feeling? Am I having a stroke? I feel like I could be having a stroke. Cool. I thought all of these strings were going to be so scattered everywhere. 3 more. 3 more and I'm good. I don't like these puzzles. I'm never very good at them. Right, okay. I'm just going to plan this out. Okay, so they all do... I click on it and it always does the one next to it. Interesting. Okay, so on. There we go. That wasn't so bad. I just needed to figure out the pattern and it was all good. With each string added, I feel more whole. 2 more, baby. Okay, is this the same deal as before? Yes. Okay. Okay, so they're all off. So I can go bonk, bonk, and a bonk. Nailed it. Oh, the last 2 strings right here. Oh yeah. I'm a Cantalay fixing machine. Did I? I didn't pick up the string. And the last one. It's the last of the strings. Somehow, I feel whole again. Whoa. Isn't this the same spiral I've seen before? Chittooli Maze. The Chittooli Maze, or garden, is a round stone symbol found in Finnish archipelago areas. The symbol or maze tradition is shared also elsewhere in Scandinavia and Europe and can be dated far back in history. Some say the European maze is for capturing demons. When I was young, Grandma took me to see a stone garden like this. She told me it was an old gateway, a relic from a better time. She often decorated her home back in the city with small rock gardens like this. I'll be able to leave this place soon, she'd say. Even more so after Grandpa passed away. Maybe she was trying to build a way out, as crazy as it sounds. The stone spiral is very similar to the bright symbol at the rock where my boat went over. Maybe Grandma was right in calling the garden a gateway. Should I step in? I have nothing to lose at this point. I can hear a humming in my ears. The stones might react to the Cantalay I'm carrying around. Well, I know it's fine because it's just brought me back here, so... No worries, my friend. Now die, tree. Die! Oh. Oh, I think I made it mad. Or I've made it bigger. Okay. No! No! Boom. No, damn it. I knew that wasn't right. There we go. Okay. Okay, good. That's done. So, you know, I wasn't going to be able to remember much more than that. Oh, I've made you mad! Whoa. Okay. Oh, this is so cool. Well, I killed it. I did what the mysterious ghost bird wanted me to do. Jesus. Okay, let's head towards the portal then, I guess. Mysterious light source. Take me home. Whoa. Hello, Birdo. Wow. Down I go. Can you hear it? This is your Cantalay. I remember now. Do you see how the darkness is finally fading? I'm beginning to see the good in my life. The great oak stood against your hopes and dreams. The horizon is beginning to clear. Man! This is so good! Your Vaki was restored by wisdoms of your past. Let it guide your choices in the future. Choices? What do you mean? Your story is made up of your choices. Changing it is up to you when the time comes. Am I truly free to make my own choices? Stories make the past and the present come alive. Look for the final chapter in my journal. Okay, Grandma. That was close. I nearly drowned. I'd better get inside. Something's changed here. Ah, Grandma's journal. Songs of times that were and times never past. Music forgotten, playing again at last. You searched among blue flames and hollowed stones. Brought light into darkness and the old poems. You chose your path wisely, followed my wings, defeated the sapling. With Vaki back home in your heart, your story shall have a fresh, new start. I miss you. What if I came over to the cottage? I'd like that. You know the way. It was unfair what I put you through. I'll call you tomorrow. No, let's try and make things right. I don't know what's happened, but let's try and make things right. I'd like that. You know the way. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That was incredible. I have loved every single second of this. I mean, it looked great. The music was perfect, and the sound effects were done just really, really well. And it was paced so brilliantly as well. The issue with games like this sometimes is that if there's too many things to find or do, it ends up just a trudging around the forest simulator, trying to find everything that you're after. And this wasn't that at all. This was very much like there were things to find, but it was paced well enough that you weren't just blindly looking around for no reason. It all made perfect sense, and it all fit into the narrative of the game and this overarching story and folklore and mythology, and for it to loop back round into the symbolism of fixing this darkness that was actually inside of you was just brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. This is honestly, I've loved this. I've loved this so much. So, if you want to check this out for yourself, then the link to the game page is in the description. If you have a game you've developed, or there's a game you think I should check out, then let me know about it, leave me a comment, reach out on social media, and I will play it. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, then why don't you go ahead and the like button, the broken Cantalay that is the subscribe button, make sure you that bad boy. And until next time, love you, bye.